Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you saw my last video from last week, that was about the changes that are happening to Luminar. And that's two major things, for lack of a better term. The first one is UI improvements that are coming August 5th. That's the summer update, free for everybody. And the second bigger change is what's happening in the fall, where new features are coming and all that. I don't have that yet. When I do have it, I'll make videos about it. But I do have the current summer update that you'll get on August 5th. And what I've been doing is playing around with this quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. And while it is really primarily just a user interface update, what I'm finding is it's not like a big thing is like, oh my gosh, this one thing is so different. But what I'm finding is it's the sum of all these little changes to the UI that make the editing experience more fluid, easier, more intuitive, faster. There's so many things like that that are really making my workflow just more efficient, smoother, and frankly, just making the editing process even more enjoyable. And I already enjoy it quite a bit, as you probably know. I'm going to walk through a number of those in this video. We're going to get started right now. Now, the first one is something very simple, but so impactful to me. And that is, of course, I'm here in Luminar, and I've got, this is an album of photos from Colorado last year. But the first one I want to talk about is just this little icon down here that allows you to collapse that catalog view. It just gets rid of it, and it gives you more space so we can really focus on the photo. I know it's a minor thing, but I love that because it just makes it so much easier to focus on what you really care about. Because if you're like me, you're editing, you have a folder of images, you're in that folder, you don't really need to see all the other folders that are available. You know they're there, you can get to them if you want to. You want to focus on the images because you maybe want to do some culling, some rating, whatever it may be. So I love that. It just gives more real estate to that. It's super helpful to me. And again, small thing, but impactful. And that leads into point number 2, which is this breadcrumb up here where you can quickly and easily get back to the catalog if you want to. So if I want to go back to catalog, it's a quick and easy kind of return to it, right? So the bottom left menu, super quick, super easy, more real estate for the photos. If you need to back up, great. Go to the catalog view and there it is again. The other thing I like is that when you double click and go into a photo, it's defaulting to that big view and the catalog view is kind of excluded, right? So that's nice, but again, always a quick and easy return based on kind of those breadcrumbs across the top. So again, just a simple little change that's intuitive, but it's a time saver. And while it's just a second here or a second there, it's fewer clicks overall while you're editing. Again, makes for a smoother editing experience, a more efficient one as well. Now, the other thing that I really like, and this is point number 3, and that's one I touched on in that last video, which is if you have an image and you want to go to edit, of course, you go in here and just jump into editing. But as long as you have the film strip active, which you can activate with this button here on the bottom, right? I can hide it if I like to, or I can open it. But let's say I want to use a merge tool, right? HDR merge and things like that. And I do a fair amount of HDRs. Well, in the past, as you may recall, I used to have to go back to catalog view and I'd have to highlight these and then click and drag them over to the HDR merge window that was on the right-hand side. But now, if I'm in an image and I have the film strip activated, I can actually get there 2 ways. You may know from my previous video that the extras menu is there, so you can just click to expand it. It kind of, flies out, if you will, or blows out from the right? So hidden, exposed. So I can take, let's say, 3 images here and just highlight them, and I could just drag them over there if I wanted to, assuming I could get my mouse to pick them up. There we go. And boom, I'm ready to go, right? Now that's one way to do it, but honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and remove all images because that's kind of slow. I'm finding that I'm just leaving that screen closed unless I need to get into these other tools, generative or upscale or restoration, but those I use much less frequently than I do the merge tools. So if I've got these 3, all I got to do is right click and merge, and there's your merge menu to get to any of the 3 different merge tools, Pano, as well as focus stacking, and of course HDR. Now HDR is the one that I use the most. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So merge, HDR, and it just opens a window for you, drops them in. Of course, you want to be sure you want to tick the boxes that are appropriate for you in whatever image you're using. I typically use all of them, and I'm going to go ahead and hit merge, and it'll blend them, and we'll pop over to the HDR merge folder. Okay, and here we are. And as you can see, I'm in now the HDR merge folder in the catalog, right? So catalog is catalog, but HDR merge is a different folder. You may recall I was in a Colorado folder. So what I have here is a blended HDR image from those 3 exposures. And the thing is, didn't have to back up to the catalog, drag them over. I just highlight 3 images in the film strip, right click, merge, done, and here I am. I'm already in the catalog. in the HDR merge file in the catalog ready to go. Okay, so now point number 4 is that preset previews are much faster. It gives me the ability to scan through, find a look that I want to apply to my image and further refine. It's quicker, it's easier, but it's faster too, right? So just click on presets. It brings you into whatever section you may be on. I'm in my purchased category, which are basically all my own preset packs that are available on my website. And let's say I want to get something that makes it kind of pretty, right? So travel dreams, maybe I can just scroll through these. I like that evenings one a lot, but as you can see, as I scroll through these and hover, it's giving me that preview really, really quickly. I'm also going to open my preset mega pack, which has 50 presets in it, and you can see how quickly, as I scroll through these, it's going over and giving me that preview look. It's just so much faster, so much quicker to navigate between all these different presets, various packs and different looks, so that you can quickly audition a look for your photo and apply it and get going. I'm going to go back to travel dreams. I'm going to get this evenings. I like that kind of blue with a little bit of warmth in it. It's automatically applied to my photo. I can do the typical opacity slider here if I want to. I previewed dozens of presets here and quickly found one that I like. It's a great starting point for my edit. Absolutely love it. And that's one of the nice things about it is it's so much faster overall, which again, keeps you in the flow. Just think that's so useful when I'm editing because I want to get into my flow and edit and focus on the image. I don't want to be clicking a lot of things and having to bounce around. All these little improvements add up for better editing experience. Now, I've applied a preset and ready to go. And point number 5, I think, which is a big improvement, is this whole right-hand menu. And it's a big one. It's probably potentially the biggest one of all. And I didn't save it for 5 because I stack ranked them. This is just the order that it kind of worked out for this video. But the fact that these are all right here, simpler, quicker, way more efficient. As you recall in the past, you had catalog and then presets and then edits across the top, but you had to click on these different things and they were out of the flow because you're already over here playing with the tools. If you wanted to do something, you had to go back over there. Now it's all right here. So I've already applied presets. I go into tools. If I want to apply something else, let's say I want to apply some structure, but let's say I want to make this a really smooth kind of calm overall look. Boom, I'm in the tool, got it. Let's say I want to add maybe a little bit of golden hour, maybe a little bit of dehaze, something like that. Cool, got it. Maybe I'll go into color and maybe I'll take a little bit of that yellow down. It's a little too yellow for me. So I'm going to pull that yellow saturation down. I might even change the hue a little bit to give it a little bit more kind of orange feel. Something like that. I'm just kind of playing around here, but the point is these are all at your fingertips. You can go in here and look at your edits and say, okay, ooh, hang on, Accent AI's in there. How much? 35 feels a little heavy-handed. Maybe I'm going to make that a 25. And you can pop into super contrast, maybe adjust the highlights a little bit. Because as you know, with a preset, they're a good starting point. They're never really 100% perfect for every photo, but you have the ability to come in and quickly get to what you want to do and adjust the photo accordingly and then bounce back up to the top. And everything's just moving so fast and so smooth. And part of that is because I'm quickly moving between these categories over here, which used to be different things. I have to move my mouse across the screen. Again, simpler, closer together, more condensed, more focused on the overall photo, but also, in my opinion, focused on the editing experience, which is, I think, what you and I would care a lot about. So presets, tools, edits, all that right there. I can bounce between them quickly and easily without having to drag my mouse halfway across the screen. It's all there at a fingertip, and all I got to do is just move my finger on my touchpad just like an inch, and I'm there. So I love that. It's so much better. And 2 more little things. Number 6 is I love that you have all this EXIF info here. Now, you may recall from my previous video that you can hit the info button and get the expanded view of all that EXIF data, figure out everything that you want to know about the photo. But if you just want the highlights, they're right there. But what you probably didn't know, and I didn't show in the last video, is you can actually click on that and it will open that info window. Now, when I click it again, it doesn't close. I'm in a beta, so things may change. I don't know. I would like that to be that way, but even so, it's quick and easy because, again, it's right there at my fingertip to be able to expand that or close that. But I thought that's pretty cool that if I want additional info, I can just click that miniature version of the EXIF data from the top, get my more detailed exposure info. I just think that's fantastic. And the last point, which is point number 7, is export. Export's so much faster now. I can just come in, click export. I've got my HDR ready to go. I just save it to my desktop and it only takes a few seconds. Now I'm running on an M4 Mac with 64 gigs, so performance is pretty high anyway. But you saw how fast that was. I did not edit the video. I didn't take anything out. That was very fast. And we're talking about a very large file. In fact, we can look at the file and it's 360 megabytes, over 9,000 by 6,000 pixels, right? So it's not a small file. It's 3 different raw files merged together, shot with a 61 megapixel camera. So bottom line, very high performance. Everything's faster. Export's faster. The preset previews are faster. The overall experience is faster, more fluid. And like I said, less context switching, less swivel chairing between different modules, right? You just, boom, you've got it all at your fingertips. Cleaner, faster, easier, more fluid, more efficient, just a smoother, better overall workflow while editing your photos. And I think you're going to love it as much as I am. And these aren't even new features. These are just UI improvements, so I can't wait for the fall version to come out. I'll be back soon with more on Luminar. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Check it out at the link below. If you don't have it yet, you can pre-order during this period and get a really great deal, and you can use coupon code GYMNIX to save yourself $10 as well. Thanks for hanging out, my friends. I'll be back soon with more videos. Take care, and I'll see you soon, and adios.